So, guys, it's Abdoulie Thiam again. This time around, he's at the other end. He's being sued. Okay. And now, before we get into the details of that, by the way, that's a breaking news that came out literally like less than an hour ago, as the time of recording this video. So, Abdoulie Thiam Samba Kodle. Ataya is Samba Kodle, and then Yavana Samba Kod. But anyway, Aisha found a case. Abuka report back, but Aisha legal sama non kiti ola biri ala funol motabulu without reason. But before I come to the last point, breaking news, me along ko ya Abdoulie Thiam sudamento. Left fen clean a little bit of update as to what happened with the Abdoulie Thiam versus Isha case right now in Senegal. So apparently, what I would call this like Yabate justice. Senegalese intelligence, according to Kerfadu, they have been reliably informed that ye Isha Kumandele ka interrogate with regards to bagasol me ya lonko Isha Cham ka ay wolel di Isha la. You understand? And that is already in Gambian courts. Iba assess kan case ning is ongoing. The Senegalese investigators are looking into the matter. Can you imagine the Yabate? You see? So a lot of people do not understand, and some will think like you are supporting Isha. No, justice. Come on. How can I support somebody to the extent of just be a blind supporter or blind defender and compromise my integrity and sit back here again and tell you about justice in another case? This is about the justice system. We know what was going on. We know exactly what Cham wanted. Cham left Isha prosecute inside of Senegal. Because, like I told you in the other video, Gambia is an adversarial system. Senegal is an inquisitive system. You understand? A case be presently before the Gambian judiciary system, it doesn't meet the criteria of criminal penkola. Membe jartani Aisha tema civil lam, and it is a civil matter. And that out of a loyal, they gave him a tough time. Aisha la loyal, as they should. Okay, ikoye kaido kododi Aisha la molbe if I'm mambalanko kanola be nuwana tema. The money, itako businessman, an investor like him, an international investor. What do you expect? If you are giving me money that you are not giving me as like personal, gift, what should happen? It should be documented, right? And it should be like funneled through like a formal bank transaction to trace it. But you are telling us na kodo di karankaya dia la kodo receive kariya kirip karab local transfer many along of they are even hurting the economy according to them. But the other thing that he is not satisfied with also is they do ask him in Gambian courts. I love our judiciary, and this is how it ought to be. In a common law system, you cannot just accuse me. The threshold has to be higher. You need to prove it. And in that process, and all that, it has to be investigated. Is it even yours? Have you, you are giving me something in the name of business. Have you even paid your dues? In our court systems, golding diamond make for yela namo jo Gambia. These are very important questions. He knows things are going left. But I am Senegal justice system is a jelkat system. But it's going to fail. I'm really happy. And I can tell you this, they are going to fail. Unless and until they just want to make it like blatant injustice. But I can tell you, Cham is failing. One of the worst strategies that he adopted was bring social media involved in it, giving very compromising details to share. When there are two jurisdictions involved in a case, I tell you this, I've been to law school, I know. One of the most, jurisdiction and in criminal law is not one of the most difficult areas of law, to be very frank with you. But jurisdiction fulana dunda case kono ila time da. So Senegal ilafta Aisha investigate la menna, they will not be able to imam to do what the Gambian police did. Ni imam pare ka they cannot, because there are several evidences many along with Gambia. Let me give you an example. Gambia Aisha la telephone me along Gambia police was seized, and which as very well reported by Ningatonde Kerfadu, it wasn't that Aisha balanda ka funo ele at the time. Coming a memfale boyo me police full bunki dola efa. Yalo ye injustice mentamandi boyo kan. Ya muta jele for a long time. Ala badi ngole manso nyaje, manso ay loaje. Coming kame for pali una la moludro nyim marabali ya manya me bala Gambia banko kan. Aisha, according to Kerfadu, just requested to be Kalafuno D Puriya yele, but it has to be in the presence of a lawyer. Akona lawyer left all. You are abusing all the rights of an accused person. All the rights of an accused person. Ika abuse. That case, Mukala Fika Diam, police follow me. I'm very pro police. I love my police people. I'm not going to talk much about that, but I just naranunko modola case lembafla. I wish they did not find him guilty because police ole menkala is going to be even difficult. What case ni now complicated? It's only because paliu pate jallo wuli amre to le luale long yamre to mu tough cops or lelti yamre mu top cops or lelti. They violated all the laws. Imanson ka loi bunya. Wule o case na complicated because ye mo muta ala lawyer dibulana ala lawyer nyoje. Ike ite ni file betile ni tara fankeje in your office the same day walke Aisha la ni na tara office janne abe paali fon jele his problem ya asindi je ya detain kende ke hani wa romene ma fay selo kono is the same jan na me day na ya fay selo kono pruga intimidate. How can you use those kind of tactics in this modern day and age? You don't focus on your investigation. You have to clear every project la wodi sakatuma investigation. You have to set your agenda and you have to be very clear as to what you want and how to achieve it. Plan A doesn't work, you try plan B. But none of them has to include intimidation and torture because ila luwa nying ya itandila ko that cannot be involved. Yenye ndundi Aisha case from the inception. So this what the Senegalese authority, unless and until we have also one more thing, unpatriotic Gambians in the police force or in our judiciary, because Gambia should not cooperate with Senegal with this. To hell with that. To hell with that. Gambia should not cooperate with Senegal whatsoever with regards to this Aisha case. If the case is being tested in our judiciary system, they should not give Senegal any evidence relating to this matter. Let them go and prosecute Aisha. Naranunko, after Jelkati justice, they can do the Jelkat justice. Near Samba court, Aisha will become a rich woman. She will go to ECOWAS court and petition that and sue the Senegalese court. This time around, we are talking about Aisha taking money from who? Abdoulie Thiam. We will soon be talking about Aisha taking money from the Senegalese people, from their government. Because if you do that kind of Jelkati justice system, go and serve time. Now, Banta, you go to ECOWAS, you claim it. You tell that to other people, many understand. You think we have injustice completely in Africa just like that? I just want to refer you guys. I'll tell you ECOWAS court la case files all jibe. In case file lebo farinje. Kabanku dingol la nyantol tinya. Ila jurisdictional mente ibuka respect. Court be caring ibuka pareka court respect. You don't want to respect the court systems. We have an established judiciary system in the Gambia that is dealing with this matter. Bring Amoiko Aisha, ya invite le to question her about this matter. But I was like, gotcha. This is exactly what the Senegalese what is it called? This Abdoulie Thiam wanted to have this matter of ngakodole di Aisha la domo in na business kodongo di Aisha la domo. I left our coordinator to the Senegalese courts. I left all. Let them do it. If you do it, Aisha can sue you. Send her to jail. And after that, she's going to take money from the whole Senegalese taxpayers. I don't think Senegalese should stand for that. Because this is going to be injustice. That's a principle of law. Compromise. I don't know, like, even more try no you don't do double jeopardy. You become more try no for the same crime 2 times. This one is already ongoing. You have to let it play out in the courts. You have to let it play out. You become okay. How can you do that and call that a justice system? What kind of justice are you calling? So my interest is not to defend or be a pro Aisha or pro Abdoulie Thiam. My interest here is justice. Justice must be served. Let Cham come and tell the Gambian courts. And by the way, Kabaka court Gambia. And Yajala, the first court sitting, he refused to go appear in court in Senegal for the first time. And Umalam Fabina will kill Dilabang, Kebankata court. Refusing to appear before you. What for you disrespect Lebekere? Because you think you got your pockets full. You got the money. And you can do just what you want. You don't appear before court. You took somebody to court. Quite a hell of money I will assume. Why not go and appear before the courts and defend yourself? Why not appear there? Nobody is more important in that case as far as stakeholders is concerned more than you. You are the one who brought this case before the courts. Respect the judiciary system, brother. Do appear in court. Because Abdoulie knows very well what he is seeking. I don't tell anything personally. I have my opinion on these issues. I'm human, just like any of you. You have your opinions. I have my opinions too. But my opinion does not really matter here. What matters is justice. What matters is justice. Justice must be served. He is scared of the justice system in the Gambia. Why? Because he knows they were about to play him fair and he doesn't want fairness. Okay? Does it not sound fishy to say that I gave my girlfriend millions of US dollars in the name of business? a girlfriend that you know very well ko ikotam investor to investor man dokumento lel ka taraye business partner to business partner contract ko lel ka sign and all that. So if I'm not saying he doesn't have any of those, if you have them, let them to the court system, let them deal with it. And I am very, very happy to conclude, to come to the second part of this. He has been dragged to court in Gambia, and I hope this will happen again. If there is anybody may along offend Gambia. And by the way, if Abdoulaye believes so much in Senegal like that, Abdoulaye should just go back to Senegal and concentrate on his business there. Because you present your case before us. Yeah, understand. Isla case from may along arrest should not have been done in Senegal because the evidence in question is only one-sided. Everything may along ko bole fo kanko ngala ko dol bafla ha wo sai ba men finti tanum Sheikh Nyamato Cisse ka fo komengo we evidence all men not a play. Who tell you that? How can you be on social media, you try to add value to an evidence? That's what they call probity. Evidence is not just like that. You take it, it has to pass the criteria. And that's the criterion rather. The admissibility of that of some of those evidences false. Wala fanga ba jibela fa nyanta admissible lalba. Fa nyanta admit lal fanga mu make as evidence in the matter. There is thousands of voice notes between people many along ko wala benun kanola. That is just common sense. But Abdoulie Thiam, according to the allegations from Aisha's side, also received a threat from Cham before Cham launching case by the way in Senegal and presented it to the Gambia police force, and the Gambia police force failed to act on it. Because Paaliu Jawara ding Abdoulaye Sanyang and Paaliu Jawara were very well on the side of Abdoulaye Thiam. Why did they not deal with that threat that came from, allegedly, that came from Abdoulaye Thiam? Munatina, they did not act on that. They failed to act on it. And now somebody is suing Abdoulaye Thiam. Very interesting. This case is going to be interesting. But I know one thing. It is only going to be blatant injustice. But otherwise, Isha Senegal will take unolala. Not justice. What they need to do is, if they trust our justice system, they should just tell like Chamko, it is better because two cases are connected. Minus plus connected. Okay? Abdoulaye left them willing to have a criminal charge press against Isha. Woman cannot in Gambia because it's a civil matter. And you know how many Gambians have a similar case? And it all settled as a matter of a civil case. So I left them for whatever reason, I left them escalate to a criminal one. You are claiming, you will not be heard. You are given a platform in the court to express yourself, being represented. Have a fair hearing. Iman so I go no, I would rather okay. Because what I'm coming from the last video. I Gambia police force use wala ka 419 kan wala anong apali jawra they should apologize to Isha for this 419 scam. Iko Isha to bulata Nigeria no la listo ko ko mu 419 alti amanke to nyati je lafta kala mobile wala tabulu no ye kan wala wala. So Jumala Baflako Abdoulaye was not having it his way in Gambia. Gambia has done a lot for you. No matter what you think you have done for Gambia, Gambia has done a lot for you. And you think you are going to play injustice to a citizen of the Gambia and live in Gambia like you come here business okay Flores. You don't see imagine and you are going to face so many other obstacles. Because all the business people many along Gambia, every patriotic Gambia may along kudu nyotema. Abe jibela come ko Gambia kanu Senegal kanu. They are going to think differently about you. So I wonder who is Abdoulaye's lawyer. Not only the mistake, ala mistake ko manke nyinda mati ay social media involved nyamenka evidence, crucial evidence di mola kana to put it on display on social media. One of it was munatina he did not hire an expert. Janabe expert role tale to extract some of the so-called evidences from devices, technology devices. But if you are a company, ike mirale na company la image. If you are a businessman, ike mirale na business image. After this Abdoulaye Thiam, are you not done in Gambia? Who is going to be comfortable with you anymore in that country? But anyway, let me just read this. Reading the multi, and then because most of most of my audience speak English, and then you'll understand exactly. Post, you know, I like independent and impartial journalists. Many along they report bro. Okay, so he said Abdoulaye Thiam, Senegalese business tycoon dragged to court for arrears. Golden Beach Hotel, represented by Sirif Maron, have instituted a case against Senegalese business tycoon Abdoulaye Thiam and his Imogambia hotels and resort and his Imo Gambia Hotels and Resorts Limited for Arias. Golden Beach Hotel is claiming a sum of 43,200 US dollars being rent areas from Cham and his hotel. They also wanted Abdoulie Thiam's hotel to pay them damages for breach of covenants. The hotel wants to take back the hotel situated at Bijilo and known as Bijilo Beach Hotel and Resorts, situated at Bijilo in Combo North District, West Coast region. They want profit and cost to be awarded in their favor. They are claiming both profit and the cost of their litigation. Okay? According to statements of the case, Kex is reporting, Golden Beach Hotel entered agreement with Abdoulie Thiam and his hotel. The agreement was dated 9th of February 2023, for a term of 1 year, from the 15th February 2023 at the annual rent of 172,800 US dollars, payable monthly at 14,400 US dollars per month. So $14,000 and per month. But the total is like 172, but among for the but let's come to that. The agreement was further negotiated between the parties, and they agreed for the commencement date of the tenancy agreement to be the 1st of June 2023 instead of the 15th of February 2023. Golden Beach Hotel further stated that Abdoulie Thiam took their hotel in June 2023 and have paid the rents due for June, July, August, and September 2023. Golden Beach Hotel is relying on clause number 6 of their agreement, of the tenancy agreement, that Abdoulie Thiam has committed to pay rent each month. Yes, I'm always on the clause 13 of the tenancy agreement contains a provision for re-entry takeover of the hotel. Yes. In the event that the rent areas was not paid 21 days. I don't think this is smart. If you read this, I'm not going to time spending part of it. But if you read this, I don't know. I lawyer joke in draft. Let me read this second class. Please. I know some people are listening instead of watching. But Golden Beach Hotel is relying on clause 6 of the tenancy agreement that Abdoulie Thiam has committed to pay rent each month. Clause 13 of the same document of the tenancy agreement contains a provision for re-entry takeover of the hotel in the event that the rent areas was not paid for 21 days. So if he doesn't pay the rent for 21 days, handover. What kind of agreement is that? And these lawyers, how much you have to pay them for these so-called corporate, agreements? Some of these corporate lawyers, they take a whole lot of money for this. But I mean, maybe they'll take there are templates, Most lawyers in-house templates, every case situation, court replies, agreements, sales agreements, whatever kind of the agreement. Function templates. But if you are reusing templates from old days, these are some of the things that will happen to you. So, for example, bring 1990 in Gambia and Jamajo and Plukan templates if I use Nimbe agreement or inherit. Maybe something practically, if you have more information, maybe something is different. But what I'm saying, I don't think this is a smart one. I don't think this is a smart agreement. I swear to God. How can you surrender your business? How can you surrender, take over agreement just because you don't pay for 21 days? Come on. You don't do that. No. That's what you do if you the case is before Justice Zalo at Bunung High Court, and he said we will continue to provide you with details of the case once the trial commences. So the trial is yet to begin. But because if you don't pay, you don't pay. You will have the best thing you can have is agreement to pay the thing, but you will pay it at some point. You will pay it. You have to pay it. So and I understand, Cham, I'm an important detail. So those of you who watch all through to this, and let me give you another interesting detail. Cham, I understand, the guy got some money recently because according to sources, when before Maki left, he repaid, he felt and government contract so because Cham was Maki's buddy. The information that he got and the belief that he has is that based on our interaction with these people, I may understand Cham is Maki is the one who recommended Cham for them. So does it not only make sense, Kavo Komango? This source that told us Cham got some money, because Maki decided to pay all of them. Atene many business will do mala business yakar mol many along ko ye dugu fi gena falel du ñote ma he decided to settle some of them before he left. So Cham got his money, so he got some money, but that's what happens. You got some money, somebody wants to get something from it. So I mean, and he also started to build this hotel, which is very cost effective, very expensive, and then now somebody is also suing him. And I hope that justice will be played out between Nani and Aisha Fatty. So, ala baraka bake, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you, and see you another time, the same platform. Bye-bye.